Genius for life. Coconut smoothies coming at you. Hello there. Hope everyone is doing well out there. Welcome to episode 44 of 15 Minutes of Genius. Thank you for joining us. We just bring on really awesome people that I love, people I love chatting with, people that I think can bring a lot of value in sharing their stories and their journey on our show. Just to let you know, we are posting these shows Tuesdays and Fridays on LinkedIn. It's also on our Instagram, genius_juice. So make sure to check it out, watch all the past episodes, some awesome people on here, and we have an awesome guy on the show right now. Before introducing him, I want to give a big plug to Mark Nicholas, Mark N. at ManhattanBeachStudios.net. He does a lot of really kick-ass editing. He's awesome. Enough said. All right. So our guest, Scott Goldstein. He's a senior director of sales of Olipop, one of my favorite brands out there. So he's been with Olipop for a little over a year, and he's been in the beverage CPG world for the last 15 years with a deep passion for food and beverage. I know he's with Health-Ade, he's with a few others, so you can look it up on LinkedIn if you want. So Olipop itself is a sparkling tonic featuring prebiotics, fiber, and botanicals. Think of it as a healthy alternative to soda that helps to support digestive health. So simple, the message. Scott, how's it going, my man?
Good, very well. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Great to be here. It's been a while since I've actually seen you in person. I know it's been quite a few years since the trade show, so it's good to see you again. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, yeah. So what Scott is talking about is I met him for the first time at the Fancy Food Show in San Francisco. At a booth, he was pouring some Health-Ade. I was the beet juice one, the beet kombucha one.
I was pushing the beet.
And he was like, see the red. He had so much passion for it. He was like, see the red. It is bright. It is amazing. You have to try this. I'm like, holy crap. I like beet juice now just because of the way he talked about it. So yeah, so you bring that energy and passion into whatever you do, which I really love about you. So let's get into it. Tell us about your story, right? You know, there's Olipop now. Tell us about where you came from, your 15 years of CPG experience. Just give us a story.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long journey. I kind of fell into this industry. I was always a huge fan and had a huge passion for both food and beverage. My father actually had a grocery store. My grandfather actually had it before him in Brooklyn, so I grew up in the grocery business. My father took that store over, and then we moved to New Jersey, and my dad, who still has a grocery store now and is a butcher in Red Bank, New Jersey. The store's called Monmouth Meats. But, I really learned a lot being in those stores. They called us over-the-counter people. Everything we learned, we kind of learned over the counter. It's a service business, right? It's a service industry. So you can go anywhere to get your stuff. You come to us for a certain reason and, just learn customer service and working with him was really, kind of set the tone for my career moving forward. Doing the right thing, taking care of people, taking care of the customers. And then I'd always see different vendors kind of come in and they would bring different beverages. I mean, I remember when Snapple was a soda before it even was an iced tea. So way back in the day, and I was always really kind of in awe of these beverages and everything kind of coming in. Some of them made it, some of them didn't. But it was a really, really, really great experience. And then I I fell into the situation where a friend of mine was starting an iced tea company in New Jersey quite a while back, and he asked me if I wanted to come out and start helping him out and selling some iced tea. So we went to the factory, we bottled everything, we brewed everything, we got it on a truck. We got it to ShopRite. We got into about 35 ShopRites in New Jersey. So we were out 2:00 in the morning going down to South Jersey, down to Vineland and dropping off cases. And I really got a feel for what that industry was like. I mean, it was a real grind. I would go, set goals for myself every day. I would find 5 new customers. So I'd stay out there till 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, knocking on every deli, every pizzeria, trying to sell cases. And I really, took a real liking to it, and it became a passion of mine. And I wanted to know more about it and get a little bit more involved. So, from there, I moved from New Jersey to the West Coast, and that's when I started working for Fiji as a territory sales manager. So, yeah.
Awesome. So you went from working at a supermarket with your parents to coming here, Fiji, and then Health-Ade. And what I love about what I love about Olipop, just getting into Olipop, is that
Of course.
when my wife has, I remember telling you this when we caught up a couple weeks ago to talk about the show. She has a really good eye for brands that are going to make it and do really well. We remember walking into Erewhon, Venice, and seeing a whole fridge of Olipop. I think at the time you guys had 4 flavors, like root beer, vintage cola, ginger and lemon. What was the 4th? What am I missing?
Strawberry vanilla.
Strawberry vanilla. That's the one.
Yeah.
And so she looked at it, and there's only been 2 brands, besides Genius Juice, where she said she looked at it and said that's going to be successful. The first one was Health-Ade back in 2012 when she saw it at Erewhon, the white label with the anchor, like not even, it was like the RX and all that, and like it looks like a medicine bottle. And the other brand is Olipop. She's like, that's going to make it. I'm like, really? They're only in Erewhon right now. She's like, trust me, it's going to make it. And here we are now. What's amazing about this product is it's multi-generational. People, and I'm probably stealing your thunder here, but my father.
No, it's okay.
But my father drinks it. I'm just excited about it because I can't drink a lot of things. I'm very sensitive, right? I'm sensitive to sugar. I have a sensitive stomach. I need prebiotics and probiotics. So this does the trick for me. And my father drinks it. He's hooked on it now. I put some in his fridge, and they're vanishing. And I drink them all the time with meals. They go really great with meals. My wife drinks it. So tell us more about the Olipop story, right? The product's amazing. You guys have grown considerably. I feel you're going to be the next Coca-Cola. I call me crazy, but honestly, we both know that I'm not crazy. This could actually happen because the drink is amazing. Tell us more about how you're stacking up for those that have not tried your product. How do you stack up with a regular soda that's on the market? And where are you guys going? And what kind of traction have you seen so far?
Yeah, well, there's a lot there, right? So, Olipop really is, it's a healthier soda packed with prebiotics, fiber, botanicals, a third of the daily recommended fiber, really to help support digestive health and really to give your gut some much needed nutritional diversity to support your microbiome, right? So those are really important things, and there's some real science behind this. 9 grams of fiber per can, 5 grams of sugar or less per can, 50 calories or less per can, non-GMO, gluten-free, paleo, vegan. So, a really healthier alternative to soda, and it's got to taste good, right, Alex? You know that. That's key. So, we have this amazing taste profile. It tastes exactly like your favorite soda. There's a lot of nostalgia there, right? There's a lot of classic flavors.
I couldn't believe it, by the way. I couldn't believe, how great it tastes and how similar to soda that it is. And my father, who is very sensitive, can't have a lot of sugar. He used to drink Coke and all this stuff and Diet Coke. He couldn't believe how great it tasted. And then, I gave it to him in a glass. And then, when he looked at the can, he's like, what's in the glass? Is this can? Are you serious? There's only 5 grams of sugar. Is it the same product?
Yes.
Are you messing with me right now? So it's an amazing product, man. I can't say that enough.
I appreciate that. We kind of want to meet people where they're at, right? So, soda, huge industry, right? Shelf stable soda, $33 billion industry, right? And so there's a huge opportunity there, right? And we really want to maximize our accessibility. And what better way to do that than through soda? Soda's artificial flavors, high fructose corn syrup, 40 grams of sugar. So there's a real opportunity here to, support digestive health and do it in a real fun, nostalgic way. And that's why we kind of pick soda.
Great. Just an amazing story. So where are you guys now? Distribution wise, you're probably in, thousands and thousands of stores, but what's your plans for 2021? And what's something interesting I've never asked you? How about innovation, right? Are you going to continue to look at popular soda drinks and making them healthier? What kind of innovation is in the pipeline that you're allowed to talk about?
Let's start with just distribution. Last year was an incredible year for us. With COVID and everything else, we're incredibly grateful. We have an amazing team. We leaned a lot and pivoted a lot on our e-com business. The e-com business for us in January of the previous year was, 5% of our business. This January is 50% of our business.
Wow.
So, really leaning into e-com, which is huge for us, right? And then as far as growth goes, we've grown 10x last year in revenue. 6x in doors. So we've gotten a lot of great distribution, and our strategy was really to go hard into natural. As the digestive health set, which is something that, originally was like, hey, here's the focus. We want to go after, or get into digestive health and really be a big player there. And really kombucha, they've kind of dominated digestive health for, the better part of a decade. Right. And so a lot of that started in the natural segment. And so for us, we're cruising in, we're in the natural segment, we're getting the accounts, we're doing our thing, but we see a ton of opportunity in white space in that conventional segment, right? Because kombucha right now, I think, in the latest 52 weeks, 76% of their business is MULO, right? And so for us, it's kind of the flip. 62% of our business right now is natural. So we see a ton of opportunity with a product that is super functional, right? Benefits digestive health, but also tastes exactly like a soda. So we think we have a great opportunity in front of us.
Yeah, that's interesting too. So yeah, kombucha has really been the crowning champion of digestive health for the last 10 or 15 years, right? And then now, like, you're
Right.
coming in with something that, because kombucha, the challenge with kombucha in general is that not everyone really likes the taste of it. It could be strong, it could be vinegary, it could be really, to some that never really drink this kind of stuff. I mean, I drink it all day, but a lot of people that never drink it, it's hard to introduce them into that category, right? It's just,
That's right.
it's hard
Absolutely.
for them to get in. Olipop, it's really easy because it tastes just like soda. So let's get into,
Right, exactly.
let's get into innovation. Now I think you have 6 SKUs or 7?
We have 6 SKUs right now. Yep.
Okay.
So,
The latest
orange
one being
squeeze,
yep. Go
the
ahead.
orange squeeze, right? With some supportive immune properties, things like rose hips, vitamin C. So you've tried the orange squeeze? I'm assuming, right?
Oh yeah.
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 So I love it. So yeah, definitely as far as innovation goes, there's some things in the pipeline. Can't talk about everything right now, but we will be pushing hard towards, coming out with more classic soda flavors, and again, meeting people where they're at, and just really going after that. I mean, when you have a soda, number one, it tastes delicious, and there's it's very palatable, it's very relatable, right? It's very nostalgic. So we're going to keep moving in that direction, and then potentially think about things like multi-packs and stuff like that as we move
Right
forward.
on. Yeah, I hear Costco calling. I hear Costco multi-packs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would do well in
Exactly.
Costco. So,
Yeah.
two flavors for me. It's funny. It's ironic. I'm wearing the color of this sweatshirt is the same color as the can, Dr. Pepper. I used to love
Right.
Dr. Pepper as a kid. I didn't like Coke as a kid. I liked Dr. Pepper.
Right.
So I would
Right.
love that flavor. And then there's probably so many people that want to have a Sprite or 7-Up flavor. So,
Yeah.
just coming from.
We get a lot of requests.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
We get requests for cream soda. We get
Cream
requests
soda.
for Dr.
Yep.
Peppers. We've even heard Mountain Dews, so people are thinking that way. And again, to your point, right? The taste is there. It tastes like their favorite soda, and they can get nutritional benefits and a lot of nutritional diversity. And I think, that's really key for us, right? It's not just how the product tastes, but also the science behind it. So yeah, there's a lot of things to think about in innovation. We've been around for 2.5 years. This last year has been really big for us. And our focus moving forward is to try to go after, a lot of the white space and conventional, like we just talked about. Continue to really, take a hold of natural and continue to fill that out and be the best partners we possibly can be. And so, yeah, there's a lot of great opportunity, a lot of good things to look forward to. So
Exactly.
We're excited.
Totally. I'm really happy for you guys. Super excited to see where this is going to go and how you're going to really grow that digestive health segment and get all these people in that just, can't stand certain digestive drinks for whatever reason because of taste. I listened to a podcast, last thing I want to chat about.
Absolutely.
What's really key to mention about the Olipop story is that David Lester and Ben Goodwin, right, the two founders, co-founders of Olipop, they had, I know that one of them started another prebiotic soda before called Obi. Yeah. So the key reason I bring this up.
So for people who don't know, David is kind of, the marketing behind the brand, our co-founder. And then Ben is, has studied microbiology, has a deep passion for digestive health, and is the formulator of our products. So all those incredible flavors, that's all in his mind. So it's really great.
Yeah,
great combination.
Like creative genius, right? On creating this, making it taste good and be healthy. But the key point that I also wanted to make is that, this brand before, right, Obi, was not really a commercial success. I saw it on the shelf. It came in like that classic kind of bottle, the beer bottle kind of look. And, I just really never bought it. It just wasn't really appealing to me. Just the way that it looked, the way that it was on the shelf. So So essentially, he failed with that. So are we good? Okay. Yeah. So yeah. So
yeah, I'm sorry about that.
yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start over. So it's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So one big point that I wanted to make about the story of, especially Ben Goodwin, right, is and David Lester, is that one of them started, this brand, right, that was that's in stores. It was called I keep on forgetting the name. I just
Obi?
forgot it. Obi. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Obi, and it was in the stores. Didn't really do that well. Kind of flopped. It's still in the stores, kind of. I think it got acquired, but really not that much. So he had. It's not. I wouldn't call it a failure, but I would call it something that wasn't a huge raving success. And so he went from that. It was still a prebiotic soda, but I think it was before its time. People didn't really understand digestive health as much. They weren't as educated. So Obi came out. It was a moderate success. Didn't really hit the prime time. But then it's all about timing. Came up with Olipop. Came up, have the right partner, right timing, consumer trend, like on track, right, for digestive health. And then Olipop became a big hit. So for entrepreneurs watching, like, you can come out with the right product at the wrong time, right? And that's kind of what happened here. And then he came out with the right product with Olipop at the right time, with the right partners, the right market execution, the right branding, and all the stars aligned. And we're going to see that huge hockey stick. We're already pretty much seeing that with Olipop. So
that's a great point. I mean, Ben's incredible. This is a lifelong mission for him. This is not just let's do a couple beverage companies or whatever. I mean, it's taken a lot of work, hard research, and a lot of trials and tribulations to get to this point. And like you said, I mean, the brand has completely taken off. It's the right product at the right time, right? With the functionality, with the flavor profile, and so and this is a mission. This is a long-term mission, for all of us. So it's super important.
Love it, man. All right, so we're going to get into our next segment, Scott. This is called Rapid Fire Questions.
Rapid Fire Questions.
All right, so you just drank your Olipop. You are ready to go. You're pepped up.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of this segment, but I'm into it.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to go through a bunch of questions, answer them really quick, and that's basically it. All right, ready?
Okay. Yeah.
NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
NSYNC.
First thing you do when you wake up?
Kiss my daughter.
Awesome. Love it. Love that answer. Movie you can watch an unlimited amount of times?
The Big Lebowski.
The Duderino. If you're not into the whole brevity thing. Yeah. Anyone who watches Big Lebowski, and there's another fan of Big Lebowski, there's so many inside jokes. It's insane.
Oh, it's all night long. Yeah.
Yeah, you can be in a room.
That happens to be one of Ben's favorite movies too. So
oh, right on.
Yeah,
we got to go to lunch over Olipop and Genius and just exchange Big Lebowski jokes for a whole day.
Absolutely.
When things 100%. Get back to normal. So, song you can listen to an unlimited amount of times?
Eyes of the World by the Grateful Dead.
Favorite sport to watch?
Hockey.
Right on. We just had 2 Canadians on our podcast, and hockey was definitely their choice. Zoom, Microsoft Teams, or Google Meet? Which one do you like the most?
I never see another
or hate the least is a better question.
If I never see another Microsoft Teams again in my life, I'm going to be really happy. I do not like Microsoft Teams. Zoom.
I don't like it either. Yeah. I tell people just like go on Zoom, or Google Meet. I just can't stand Microsoft Teams. I don't know what
it's just user friendly. The other thing is like, but yeah, it is what it is.
Exactly.
You do, but
personal preference. What is your spirit animal?
Oh man. I mean, not for any one reason, but I love turtles. I just always love turtles. Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, perchance?
Well, I do love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as well. Yeah,
exactly. Favorite Ninja Turtle?
Raphael. A lot of people don't want to hear that.
Raphael. He's the more pensive one. He's the pensive one.
Yeah, totally.
Peanut butter or almond butter or neither?
Used to love chunky peanut butter, but more of an almond butter guy now.
Window seat or aisle seat on an airplane?
Aisle seat, 100%.
Omnivore, flexitarian, vegetarian, or vegan?
Omnivore.
Cold weather or hot weather?
I'm from Jersey. I miss the cold weather. If I had to choose one, I'd pick the cold weather.
Right on. I already know the answer of this one here, but I'm going to ask it anyway. LeBron James or MJ?
I really respect LeBron, but it's MJ for
Yeah,
sure. There's no
all the
doubt
way.
about it.
All the way.
All the way. Yeah.
Ginger or turmeric?
Ginger.
Yep, of course. Ginger and lemon, right?
Yeah, it's been a big part of my life for
Yeah.
the last few years, for sure.
Favorite fruit or drink if you're stuck on a deserted island? You cannot have Genius Juice, and you cannot have Olipop, you cannot have Health-Ade, and you cannot have Fiji water.
Oh, wow. There might be a lot of Fiji water there, though. Food and drink, if I could pick one of each of those things?
Either, if they go together in a meal. Yeah.
I mean, water would be nice. I definitely need water. But if I would say probably a ribeye steak, medium rare, and a bourbon on the rocks.
Nice. Love it. There's going to be a bourbon flavor for Olipop, right? Olipop,
Yeah.
21 and over. There we go.
Exactly.
All right, so that is episode 44. And by the way, that is Rapid Fire Questions with Scott Goldstein, the Senior Director of Sales for Olipop. Scott, thanks, my man, for being on the episode and being on late, at 7:30 at night, man, and burning the midnight oil. So thank you very much, sir, and continued kick-ass success with Olipop.
Thanks, man. Really appreciate it. It's my pleasure. You
Awesome.
too.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right. So, again, episode 44, it is in the books. Again, if you want to watch an episode of 15 Minutes of Genius, we post it on LinkedIn and YouTube Tuesdays and Thursdays of every week. So make sure to tune in, make sure to subscribe, and also like our page, the Genius Juice YouTube channel. I can't even say, I'm a millennial, and I still can't even say what it is. All right, so again, it's in the books. Big plug to Mark Nicholas, mark@ManhattanBeachStudios.net for all your editing desires. Make sure to call him or email him, mark@ManhattanBeachStudios.net. And one last thing, stay genius, my friend! Genius for life. Coconut smoothies coming at you.